and I from DoSpace, and today I'd like to talk about internet safety. You can also find this presentation on our website and on YouTube, so let's get started. Ever since the creation of the World Wide Web, we've been presented with a plethora of opportunities. We can talk to our family and friends via our webcams, phones, or tablets. We can go to school in our pajamas. We can even order food from McDonald's and have it delivered to us, which is more prevalent than ever today. However, along with the good comes the bad, and this would come in the form of internet scams, hacking, and cyberbullying, just to name a few. Now, you probably heard of these phrases, the deep web and the dark web. But what exactly are they? First of all, the deep web and the dark web are not one and the same, though they can commonly overlap with each other. The deep web refers to all the pages which are not indexed, which means that most search engines won't return them to you after a search. Their crawlers don't see these pages, making them de facto invisible to these search engines. This means that in order to access one of these pages, you need to either know their exact link or click on another link once you get in the deep side of the web. Also, the deep web can include significant parts of the legitimate mainstream web simply because they're personalized for users and not all URLs are meant to be indexed. The dark web, however, is a layer that is even deeper, technically also part of the deep web, which makes it inaccessible unless you know exactly where to go. But this focuses on illegal activity and services, and it can be pretty gruesome, with some people calling it the place where humanity's darkest side surfaces. So it's like the black market of the internet. Now, what is the difference between the two? Many times these two terms are interchangeably used as if they're one and the same thing. This is very inaccurate. As you can see in this illustration, the deep web just refers to non-indexed pages, while the dark web refers to pages which are both non-indexed and involve illegal activities. Another concept you should be familiar with is the surface web. It refers to all the websites normally accessed through search engines or the so-called vanilla parts of the internet. Finally, the last concept you should know about is the shadow web. This is allegedly a layer of the internet that is even deeper than the dark web and well known for criminal activity. Rumor says that the shadow web is a place where even darker, more serious criminal activity takes place. However, according to investigators by the world's best cyber researchers and hackers, the shadow web is just a rumor. So, until proven otherwise, this is just an urban legend. The dark web is a dangerous place, especially if you're a non-technical person just looking to satisfy your curiosity. So don't go there snooping around. In the meantime, you should know that the dark web can pose dangers to your safety, even if you don't meddle in it. Now, why is that? Because one of the most often transactional goods on the dark web is your data. There are tons and tons of gigabytes of leaked credentials and personal information for sale for hackers. That's where hackers get their data and credential stuffing attacks. For their credential stuffing attacks, internet theft, and other shady businesses. So don't go there. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices and can occur through text message and apps or online and social media forums or gaming where people normally hang out. This includes sending, posting, sharing negative images, harmful or false or mean content about someone else. It can include sharing personal or private information about someone else, causing embarrassment and humiliation, and this can even cross the line into unlawful or criminal behavior. The most common places where cyberbullying occur are social media sites, text messages, instant messaging, and email. It's important to stay safe online, and so here are some tips of what to look out for. Trust your gut instincts. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Adjust the privacy settings in your social media accounts, and for parents, always monitor what your kids do online. How to protect yourself. Always erase your browser's history. Use a two-step authentication, which Christina had explained in an earlier webinar. Use password management services like Dashlane, LastPass, etc. Log out of all transaction-based services when you're finished, especially when you're using a public system, and use an antivirus service. Now, how do we manage the effects of cyberbullying? It's important to understand these effects and the risks they pose on the teenagers by familiarizing yourself with these social media formats, trying to understand what drives a teen to seek attention in those formats. Establish excellent communication with your child on the same level. Set ground rules for the usage of social media, and if needed, you can get a monitoring app for social media on your child's device. With the internet came e-commerce, with shops like Amazon, eBay, and others. It's easy to find anything you want, but it can also be a place where you can be taken advantage of if you're not careful and look for the signs. If you are a victim of an internet scam, first contact the police. Make sure you gather as much evidence as possible. Next, contact the FBI. Make sure you have all your info, including the police report. Remember, the internet could be a big and scary place, but with the right tools, the internet can be a wonderful experience, and it's up to all of us to protect ourselves and each other. And here are the links that I used for this presentation. Thank you for listening. This has been Naya from DoSpace, and have a nice day.